the multidisciplinary approach. The multidisciplinary approach says that these historical sources help each other to retrieve the history. This means that the weaknesses of, for example, oral tradition can be covered up by the strength of, for example, archaeology. What am I saying? Oral tradition might fail to give us dates about the existence of the Mutapa or the existence of the Great Zimbabwe State. So that's when archaeology comes through, right? That's when archaeology comes through. It gives us dates through its radiocarbon 14 dating scientific system. It helps us to retrieve information with regards to what to the dates, because oral tradition might not give us dates. So most of the questions which have something to do with the sources of history in our history of Zimbabwe at advanced level always want us to apply this concept of the multidisciplinary approach, showing that that's why the reason why these sources have advantages and disadvantages. The disadvantages of this source are covered up by the advantage of another source. So they help each other at the end of the day to retrieve all the historical information that we want. So let us look at the sources in detail. We have number one, oral tradition. Oral means something spoken, like historians can visit the places where they want the history from. They can be told much about the practices of those people. That they can be consulted. The people can be consulted by the historians, and these people are referred to as the what? As the primary source. So early historians consulted the early members, the elderly members of the society, because they know the what? They know much about the what? The history, the elderly members of the society. Right. So what are the advantages of oral tradition? Because oral tradition is the history which is passed from generation to generation through word of mouth. What are the advantages of oral tradition? Number one, we get what we call first-hand information. Right. Number two, it is cheap to find. You can also ask questions because you are speaking with someone. So you can ask questions for clarity. It is understood even by illiterate people, because even right, and it is readily available. Then, what are the disadvantages of oral tradition? It is affected by memory loss. Let's say, but naturally, 85, 90 years might not give what? Correct information because of age. So it also gives room to exaggeration and bias. History, he or she might tell you lies. Then chronology. Chronology is very important. Chronology is the order of events. So sometimes when a person is telling a story, they might miss some dates and they might miss the order of the years in which the historical events took place. So there might be language barriers too. Let's say the person you want to chat with speaks in the belly and you speak English. Then we have a language barrier, and that's why it is prone to subjectivity. Right. So we also have written records.